All right, now Walter White might have left us, but the Breaking Bad drug has left its mark on the U.S. economy. According to a RAND Corporation study, meth use cost the United States economy around $23.4 billion in 2005. As you can see by this handy HuffPost crime infographic that they've got up. So meth is still big business today, and this shows the Methiest states where there were incidents involving meth labs, and Missouri actually outranks all others with 1,825 busts and seizures in 2012. That's according to the DEA. But the thing is, it's not meth that's killing most Americans. It's prescription drugs, which according to a report released by Trust for America's Health, are more deadly than heroin and cocaine abuse combined. Deaths involving prescription pills have quadrupled between 1999 and 2010, with overdose deaths more than doubling in 29 states, where prescription drug abuse is a bigger killer than vehicle-related deaths as well. So Sabrina, the director of Johns Hopkins Center for Injury Research and Policy in Baltimore, said that her department was, quote, struck by how quickly this problem has emerged. And they said that it warrants a strong public health response. So how do you think that lawmakers might actually react to this?
Well, it's unfortunate. I don't think that that's an issue that gets prioritized here on Capitol Hill, certainly with the number of issues that they've been dealing with. And it's kind of a reflection of how far the dysfunction reaches and how it really affects other serious policy considerations that should be undertaken by lawmakers here that they simply don't get to, because if they can't even get past must-pass pieces of legislation, then there's a number of other pressing issues that are impacting the day-to-day lives of Americans and people around the world that don't even get addressed or talked about. The other problem here, though, is, of course, the influence of pharma, the pharmaceutical lobby, it remains tremendous. Of course, they already had cut a deal with respect to the healthcare law to sort of not have to be too greatly impacted by Obamacare. And lawmakers on both sides of the aisle don't really like to mess with, if there's, for lack of a better term, big pharma. And one of the problems they're dealing with prescription drugs is if they're going to start to crack down in some sort of way, then that means, of course, taking away business from a lot of these pharmaceutical companies that donate, millions of dollars to these lawmakers and their campaigns and lobby heavily on Capitol Hill. So it's really kind of unfortunate. The more you know, the more you get frustrated by how they pick and choose what sort of drug use they should crack down on and what sort of drug use might be off limits.